Everyone, and welcome back to Everblock Tech, where we cover all things Web3 and beyond. Today, we're diving deep into liquidity staking, specifically looking at the differences between one-sided staking and proportional staking. If you're part of the Block Cycle Labs community or just interested in DeFi, this video is for you. So first, let's talk about what liquidity staking is. And for that, we'll head on over to tinyman.org, all right? So liquidity staking. Liquidity staking involves providing tokens to a liquidity pool, which helps facilitate trades on decentralized exchanges like tinyman.org, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap. By providing liquidity, you earn rewards in the form of transaction fees and sometimes additional tokens. Now, one-sided staking means you provide only one type of asset to the pool. For example, only Cycle tokens or only Algorand tokens. And while this can be easier for users with a single asset, it does have some disadvantages. So let's look at the pool here. Let's go to this Cycle and Algorand pool here, okay? And let's click on add, and you'll see here you can select your style of liquidity provision here, and you can do it proportionally, which is the 50-50 ratio that you set up, or you can do it single-sided, okay? So let's just say we wanted to add only Cycle tokens. All right, let's say I just wanted to add 50 of them. All right, click add liquidity. One thing you'll notice here is at the bottom, it says, while adding liquidity with the single asset or flexible styles, assets will be swapped to match the 50-50 pool ratio. Therefore, the final asset amounts will change, okay? All right, so this on Tinyman is going to give you a 50-50 split of Cycle and Algo pool tokens by swapping some of your Cycle tokens here for Algorand tokens to balance out the pool, okay? Now, if it were not to do this, it could cause some disadvantages. It could lead to imbalances in the pool, causing the price of the Cycle token to go down if too many Cycle tokens are added without matching the Algorand tokens. It wouldn't matter if we were doing it with, let's say, another type of token. It doesn't matter if it's Algorand or Cycle, or let's look at the Algorand USDC liquidity pools, all right? We could see that they have $2 million, almost $3 million in total liquidity. And when you look here, you'll see it's 1,415,000 and the rest in USDC tokens. And that's about half of this, right? So the value of these 9,319 Algorand tokens is equal to this value in dollars, all right? So yeah, the disadvantages, it can lead to imbalances in the pool, right? If Cycle tokens are added without matching Algorand tokens, or if USDC is added without matching Algorand tokens, right? So it also increases impermanent loss for the stakers and result in higher volatility. So let's go back to this pool here with our Cycle token, right? So impermanent loss is a concept that occurs in the context of a liquidity provision in automated market makers like Tinyman, Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, KyotoSwap, or other decentralized exchanges. It refers to the potential loss in value that a liquidity provider might experience compared to simply holding the assets outside of the liquidity pool. This loss is impermanent because it can be reversed if the relative prices of the assets return to their original state. However, It becomes permanent if the liquidity provider withdraws their assets from the pool while the price difference persists. All right. So you'll see this example here. If the initial price is one Algorand token is equal to 10 cycle tokens, and a liquidity provider provides 100 Algorands and 1,000 cycle tokens to the pool, that's a balanced out provision, right? And then the price changes. The price of Algorand doubles to one Algorand equaling 20 cycle tokens. What the pool is going to do is an automated market maker. So automatically the pool is going to rebalance. And now the liquidity provider has more cycle tokens and fewer Algorand tokens when they withdraw. Now, in comparison, if the liquidity provider had held onto the assets outside of the liquidity pool, then their value would be higher than the current value in the pool due to the rebalancing, and the difference in that is the impermanent loss, okay? So now let's talk about proportional staking, which involves providing equal values of both assets, such as cycle tokens and Algorand tokens. So when you make equal proportional liquidity, right, you're helping to keep it balanced. Now, Tiny Man is going to balance it out for you anyway, but just as a concept to understand how it understands, our job here is to educate, all right, and across different dexes, across different decentralized exchanges, they may respond differently and not balance this out for the pool. It may just allow you to inject one token, more of one token than the other, okay? So be careful out there. This method does have several benefits. It helps maintain balance in the pool and stabilizes token prices. It reduces impermanent loss and creates a more stable environment for liquidity providers. Tinyman.org even offers a feature, like I said, where you can provide the one-sided liquidity in USDC or Algorand or whatever pair that you want to create, actually, and it would automatically split it up, okay? Now, the disadvantages are that it requires holding both types of assets, which may not be convenient for all users, okay? All right. So balanced liquidity provision is crucial for a healthy ecosystem. So let's bring up an image of what a healthy ecosystem looks like, all right? When liquidity pools are balanced, it ensures smooth trading and price stability, benefiting all participants. It prevents drastic price fluctuations and makes the market more attractive to new investors. So you see here, we're attracting a lot of wildlife, beautiful wildlife. Everything is clean. There's different types of currency inside, okay? In the context of decentralized exchanges or DEXs, like the ones I mentioned earlier, price impact refers to the effect your trade has on the price of the asset in the liquidity pool. So here's what it means when the price impact is green or positive, and we'll show what that looks like here. So we'll go back to this single-sided staking. Let's just percent here, add liquidity, and then you'll see here that we have a price impact of 0.34%, right? So when this number is positive, it usually indicates that your trade is favorable to the liquidity pool, meaning you're improving the balance between the paired assets. So the positive price impact means you're getting a slightly better deal on your trade than the current market price suggests. This is typically the case when your trade helps to rebalance the pool in favor of an equilibrium. Does it mean you lose money? No, you don't lose money. When the price impact is green or positive, you're not losing any money. Instead, it means your trade is executed at a more favorable rate for you. You might even gain a bit more than expected because your trade is helping balance the pool, which is beneficial for both you and the liquidity providers. So let's think of a scenario, okay? So let's say there's a pool with 1,000 Algorands and 5,000 cycle tokens. Your trade, you want to swap 100 Algorands for cycle tokens, right? So the resulting effect will be if the current rate is 1 Algorand to 5 cycle tokens, swapping 100 Algorands would ideally give you 500 cycle tokens, right? If your trade improves the pool balance, you might receive 510 cycle tokens instead of 500 because the pool becomes more balanced and the swap rate slightly improves in your favor. So just so you can see what I'm saying, let's say we just copy and paste so you can actually see what I'm saying, right? So here's the example scenario here, right? So 1,000 Algorands, 5,000 cycle tokens, current pool balance. You want to swap 100 Algorands for cycle tokens. The current rate is 1 Algorand to 5 cycles. Swapping 100 Algorands would usually ideally give you 500 cycle tokens, and you could end up with 510 because the pool becomes more balanced and the swap rate slightly improves in your favor. Okay? All right. So how that works. So the larger the trade relative to the pool size, the more significant the price impact, right? All right. So the larger the trade relative to the pool size, the larger the impact, all right? Higher liquidity means less price impact. So as you can see here with the governance Algorand, they have $3.63 million in liquidity. So large orders aren't going to influence the price of Algorand nor governance Algorand too much because the liquidity is high, all right? The smaller pools will have a higher price impact for the same trade size, okay? Now, external market conditions and trading activity can also influence the price impact. For instance, if there's a war or some type of financial scare, that'll impact the price because people will be afraid. Just like if there was some type of favorable law passed that is pro crypto or pro whatever financial instrument you're using, well, then that's going to impact the price too. The price probably is going to go up. All right. So positive price impact is good. It means your trade is favorable and you're not losing any money. And you might end up with more tokens than expected due to positive impact. Healthy pools provide positive price impact, and trades help maintain healthier and more balanced liquidity pools. Okay, so let's look at what an unhealthy liquidity pool looks like. Okay, so where is that in there? Would be the opposite of this. Give me just a second. Grab something off screen here. Because so here's your dying liquidity pool, okay? So you have a lot of scavengers around here. The walls are broken, money's just spilling all over the place. You have hyenas and vultures and all types of, now this is an illustration. These in reality are people, but no, nothing's beautiful here, okay? The community is not benefiting here, all right? It's not healthy. There's an imbalance here. And then when there's imbalance, naturally things are gonna die, okay? So with liquidity pools, they work by allowing users to trade assets directly within the pool. And when you add liquidity, you receive the liquidity provider tokens representing your share of the pool, okay? These LP tokens can then be staked to earn additional rewards, enhancing your potential earnings. So you want it to be healthy so that this can continue to grow and so that everyone can continue to benefit. So let's go back to the positions here, okay? Small position, but still it proves to the point that when you get your liquidity tokens, they'll represent a different number of that pair, okay? All right, and then you'll see how much you've made in transaction fees. And yes, this is a relatively small number. It's a penny, 5 cents. I mean, show me a bank that's giving you that much though. Show me any bank that's giving you that much and I'll move all my money over there. Thing is, you're not going to be able to show me a bank that's going to give me these kind of numbers because there are no traditional banks giving these kinds of numbers. Where they want to give you like 5% at the most and what, 0.5% for a savings account. Give me a break, okay? So now let's talk about staking rewards, okay? So let's look at staking. If staking rewards such as our 1,000% APY are sold immediately upon distribution, it can lead to downward pressure on the cycle token price. This is why we encourage holding onto your rewards because what it results in is this, all right? Price just goes down and everyone's trying to figure out why. It's because we have this high APY going and people are selling immediately upon distribution, okay? This is bad, okay? It's a free market, okay? We don't want to hold anyone's tokens hostage and we're not going to do that, okay? It's a capitalist society. Everyone gets to hold their tokens and decide what they want to do, whatever's best for them. I'm telling you though that holding your rewards instead of selling immediately can benefit the entire ecosystem. As the value of the cycle token increases, so does the value of your staked LP tokens and the rewards that it generates. This creates a situation where everyone benefits significantly, rather than a few people benefiting a little bit, right? So let's see what that looks like, all right? You have here a few people benefiting a little bit, all right? And they appear to be happy. But what happens is for the people who have the diamond hands, who know how to use this system for the long-term advantage, right? They'll see the light. Okay. And by the time everyone else that sold early sees the light, they're on their way to their regular jobs while these people are free. They have the big bags of money. They're at the light at the end of the rainbow here. Okay. And everyone else is standing around looking around, thinking about what they could have had they not sold. By holding your tokens and adding balanced liquidity, you help drive up the price of the cycle token. This benefits the whole community. You, me, everyone benefits from this. All right. Our goal here is that everyone gets rich. All right. Everyone is utilizing this pool and walking in and out of it with bags of money on a regular basis. Okay. By participating in proportional staking and holding your rewards, you contribute to the stability and growth of the cycle token. All right. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope this is what we're all going for here, not just with Block Cycle Labs, but with all liquidity pools across all decentralized ecosystems that you may operate and participate in. Think about it this way. When you get those rewards, selling them right away, are you the holding $1 and then standing outside of the bank looking at everyone else walk away with the big bags, or are you holding out and seeing the bigger picture and swimming in money later on? Okay. So if you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, share it with anyone that you think would benefit from seeing it. And this is Block Cycle Tech. I'll catch you, Ever Block Tech. I'm so intertwined with both. Ever Block Tech, and I'll catch you in the next one.